Yo, what's good with it? It's your boy, No Set of Fake Gorilla. And we go ahead and get into it. So listen, it's my reaction. You won't believe what you heard, but it makes sense though. So 3J Know the Truth had an interview with the Real Field TV. And in the interview, it was told to me that 3J said, and I quote, these rappers are sliding more in the music than they is in the streets. And that's when they was having conversation about how Maine music, when he had lost whoever he lost, he ain't went back to slide or something like that. And I was just thinking, one thing about Fredo Bag, it be a nbaYoungBoy, G Money, people like Von, Duck, all these people. The dudes that ain't really like that, they show them no respect. They don't even speak on them. You feel me? And if they speak on them, they speak on them in a way like they speak on them in a way like where you don't know if you ain't from the city who they are. But if you pay attention to the gossip and you live in the city, you do, right? So like, I'm thinking how Bang didn't respond to the nbaYoungBoy didn't respond to Bang. I'm thinking about G that responded to nbaYoungBoy. nbaYoungBoy responded to G. Quick responded to nbaYoungBoy responded quick. Right? Check this out. So why is it that didn't nobody really respond to Maine music unless they was talking about how they was beating him up? Or unless they was like telling folks he ain't living what he rapping. Cause I'm thinking about these different occasions. Now, like I said, this is like public information put out there. This ain't me picking a side. I'm just saying what I seen. I'm reacting. So in one instance, you got Quick talking about how he beat up Maine music. And that's crazy, because can you imagine Quick being the height he was and Maine being the height he is? I guess, I don't know. I guess size don't matter, height, whatever. Okay, you got that situation with Quick. Then you got the situation with She Money and G Money and Maine music wanting She Money allegedly. Her allegedly not really wanting Maine music, but at some point was just using Maine music for something. I forgot what they said it was. They said it was something about him being used, but she never really wanted Maine music. You feel me? And then after which you got Herm. And that's crazy, right? Because it's almost like everybody relate. Because She Money, she the cousin of NBA Herm. So we going back to this situation, G and Maine got into it over a female allegedly, right? And then one day G is live and Maine music's playing in the background, or somebody that sounds similar to him, and G like, that's Maine. Turn that off. It's funny though. we thought Young Boy was the first to tell folks to turn stuff off, but memory serves me correct. That goes back to G Buddy. That's what's funny. But yeah, I'm just like, he turned that music off. But guess what G also said about Youngboy in the same sentence, until a Maine music turned that music off. He said, I'ma shout out some of the greatest rappers from Baton Rouge, some of the top rappers from Baton Rouge. Who G say? nbaYoungBoy. He shot a Youngboy out. You feel me? He ain't had to do that. You feel me? But he did that. You feel me? So when dudes do things they ain't gotta do, they real stand-up, genuine dudes. And G Money and Youngboy supposed to be ops, but yet G was showing respect. But guess what? G ain't show that same respect to Maine music. It's funny how everything is unfolding, right? Here it is, you had Maine music standing next to Ben 10 in a photo after we found out how Maine feel towards Fredo Bang about Fredo Bang. And then, you know, you got it to where allegedly 10 has got shot. And Maine was talking to Fredo about he was on that type of time, but Fredo was like, if you is, do what you got to do. I ain't the person you go spare. Press the button. Press the button. When Fredo Bay, look, it's like when Fredo Bay said press the button, it made me think about Sunya from Rush Hour when Chris Tucker was, you know, going off on Juntao. And Sunya's like, press the, hey, buddy, you know? Oh, them. It gave me flashbacks. I was busting up laughing like Bang was serious, man. It be funny seeing Bang get pissed off, man, because he not just mad, he funny with it. Like, real talk. The funny part is he serious, right? So, I'm just thinking, okay, so you don't want to fight with Fredo Bang. You didn't really want to smoke with G behind, you know, She Money. And then, you know, it's like when your brother gone, you ain't trying to really slide, is what they're saying. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it's crazy how Maine Music's name is always getting disrespected. You feel me? In a sense. But folks is not taking him serious as a threat. It's like, you know, when folks say stuff about you, right? Random people say stuff about you is a lie. Random, like 100 people say it could be a lie. But when folks keep saying the same thing and you keep hearing it from town to city from person that they had an altercation with, and every person that they had an altercation with ain't gonna be biased, but it should have sound exactly the same, word for word, detail. Like, these people got together, it's like, let's all lie on May. No. Sometimes it be true. But like I said, I ain't saying that it's Maine, you know, like that or not. I'm just saying it's a lot of cases where people are claiming he's not. And I'm just saying, G Money responded to Fredo Bang. G Money responded to nbaYoungBoy. Fredo Bang responded to nbaYoungBoy. YoungBoy didn't respond to them. All these people didn't respond to each other. But whenever Maine comes up, it's like, I don't know him or disrespect him, but never do anything or say anything to boost his career. You know, I just think that's, you know, crazy. But that's what I was thinking to myself when I was like listening to what 3J was saying about this dude didn't want to slide, this dude didn't want to do this, woo the woo. And then it's like, when you think about it, YoungBoy like that, Fredo like that, G like that, they all responded to each other in that way, like that. But when it came to Maine, it's like they never took him as no threat for real. But I'm not gonna hate on Maine, cause you know, I could say some positive things about Maine. Maine's a good lyricist. It's just some of his songs he came back with, it was like he rushed that because he needed his name to be out there. And you feel me? He needed his name to be out there. And it needed to, like, that's a crazy thing. You let me say something. It's like, you sit all this time in the cell and you came home on negativity cells. If I go at Fredo Bang and I don't got no problem with him, this gonna boost my songs, and it's the thing, right? You gotta get to a certain level to do certain things, right? YoungBoy right now can drop a song of him eating some Cheetos and nothing but him eating Cheetos, and it's gonna get 1 million off rip. You ain't reached that point yet. So not only do you gotta take advantage of the negativity as you do it, but the music you're making actually has to be good. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a couple of songs that it wasn't hitting like, this is a message to the youth. I know what you've been going through, but that's the thing about May cannot relate to. It's not that the music is trash, it's that you may not be able to relate to the music, so it don't hit you. You feel me? It don't hit different. So they're like, oh, I ain't mess with that song, you know? But anyway, when it's all said and done, it's a lot of, you know, fingers being pointed at Maine. Maine's a dope artist, but a lot of the moves that he made, I feel like helped, but not really. Like, he needed it too. And he wasn't helping himself too. But shoot, you never know what young boy got in store for Maine's career. You never know what Maine got in store for his career. He may pop out and show us. Y'all come back on the next episode of Life Reactions. I'm signing out. Northside of Fate. Gorilla. Out.